Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Sign Stories interview. I'm Alex Marcheschi, the editor of Sign Builder Illustrated, and today we're joined by Daniel Nava, the owner of Travel Wraps Graphics in Indianapolis. Daniel has been featured in the magazine plenty of times over the years, honestly, and is a really great source of knowledge for printing and wraps. So, Daniel, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Of course. So you can look back in past editions of Sign Builder Illustrated to see some of Daniel's work. Signshop.com. Just Google his name with Sign Builder Illustrated, and you'll see a lot of articles throughout the years. So, Daniel, I know it's been a while at this point. You're a veteran in the industry, especially when it comes to wrapping and printing. Can you talk about how you got into the signage industry?
Sure. I started off as a graphic designer in the 90s and had my first opportunity to design a banner and some vehicle graphics for a customer. And that was in the music industry because that's where I was heavily involved. And I loved it, but didn't really find the opportunities to pursue them.
Yeah.
And then I ended up moving to California in 2000 and worked designing bingo bladders for a company that sold bingo bladders to Catholic charities. And it wasn't enough money, Southern California. So I started going to a day labor place on the weekends, and after multiple odds and end jobs, landed at a job with a gentleman from Lexington, Kentucky, who needed help installing graphics and interior signage for a store. At the time, it was called The Great Indoors. It was owned by Sears.
Oh, yeah.
But a good long day in there, and it was a blast. And at the end of the day, he offered me to come on board working for him as a subcontractor.
Oh, wow.
And rather than make $6.50 an hour for the day labor place on the weekend, I mean, this is a long time ago, he offered me $250 a day plus travel, and that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
His name is Aaron Reeves. He's out of Lexington, Kentucky, just a good dude, and he launched me into this industry.
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people kind of get into it that way where, trying to make ends meet, making sure you utilize your talent, and then you get an opportunity that kind of puts you in one direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was neat. It all started happening fast after that. I mean, it was that year that I designed my first partial vehicle wrap.
Okay.
I also spent 6 months on the road installing small signs for Sears, Die Hard Express, and then also graphics at all their locations. And 6 months on the road, did every Sears west of the Mississippi.
Wow. That's a lot of Sears.
Yep. Had my skateboard in the trunk of my car and just took time off when I wanted, but it was fun.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
It's good to hear. It's nice because younger people in the industry who might be in your shoes where you were in the past might feel a little stuck. So it's nice to hear stories like that.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of ways you could answer this question, but what do you love about the signage industry? I know you're basically focused on wraps lately, so you can take that where you like.
Yeah, well, wraps and retail graphics I'm doing a lot of. The from day to day, it's a new adventure. I am never bored with work. Sometimes we get overwhelmed with the amount of work or whatever, but there's never a boring, dull day. And it's fun because, I wake up in the morning, I get up early about 5 to get my emails, things like that done before I do design or installation, whatever. But I'm excited when I wake up.
Wow.
And, I check my emails, I check my social media, whatever my leads or responses to emails. And it's like, not to sound too weird, but it's like opening a present when you're opening those because it's something different every day. Some of it might be repetitive work, but it's still exciting. And then all of a sudden this new opportunity comes, like, oh my gosh, we get to do this.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's great. I mean, like I was saying earlier, not many people in this day and age can say they're actually excited to wake up. So that's great to hear.
No, right? Or go to the same repetitive job. I used to think, why wasn't I wired that way, where I could go to the factory or go to the office every day and do the same thing over and over? I used to be jealous of those people, but now I realize that I'm blessed.
Yeah. But at the same time, in order to get to this lifestyle, you had to grind it out. That's just how it goes,
Yeah. That day labor job in California, I've been in chemical suits, shoveling sewage in flooded places. I've tarred roofs
Yeah.
in Riverside, California, in 100-degree heat.
Wow.
So
That's
I put my
crazy.
time in.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay, so kind of going off of that, what's some advice you'd give to your younger self, knowing what you know now?
For years, I may have had a chip on my shoulder, but also I thought I was a little overconfident, and I didn't think to look at the opportunities of learning or taking advice.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have opened up a lot earlier in my career to that. I know Fellers had their training program years ago. Rob Ivers with PDAA, I never went to any of his things, and now as time went on, I got to know him and the value of training. It's
Yeah.
like, man, I wish I would have gotten in with him. That to get inside Rob Ivers' mind would have been
Yeah.
neat, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point. But it is tough to embrace those kind of things where the the payoff isn't too immediate, you know.
right. I
Yeah.
see a lot of questions on social media. What training should I go to? Should I go to this one or this one or this one? And what are the benefits? And my answer, if I answer or if people ask me directly, I say all of them because they all offer something valuable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good answer. And I know that just for the people watching, you have a pretty active Facebook group and you also have some other initiatives. So if you wanted to go ahead and talk about those just so people know about them.
Sure. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're launching a new industry community. It's going to go live August 1st, and it's myibow.com. It's kind of an all inclusive industry resource for training,
Yeah.
installation tips, design tips, and then ongoing webinars for our members. That's one of them. And then I don't know if I've told you about the marine protection film for boats program that we're
Yeah,
working
you
on.
mentioned it a little bit.
Yeah, got a new product. We have exclusive rights to the United States for it, and it's going to be the first underwater film of its kind. I mean, it's going to be its
That's
first
awesome.
thing. So that's
Yeah.
through our kingofboatcare.com business. We've been doing testing and development for a long time, and we're right at the cusp of launching that. We already have
Great.
two. Yeah, we've already certified two installers under its sub-brand Armor Shield, which is the service brand.
Yeah.
I'm a trainer for that, also in sales, and this is with my buddies Steve Costa and Todd Sudik out of California. They're very successful. Todd Sudik started Dean King years ago. Steve Costa started Starship Armor, and he's also known as one of the godfathers of paint protection film. And so, got a good team of people. A lot of new exciting things with that coming up.
Wow, great to hear. Well, it's encouraging, to hear, it's a brief interview, but it's encouraging to hear where you started and now the type of deals you're doing. So just goes to show for other people starting out in signage on the type of things that are possible.
Yeah. And I would love for you to be able to share this on our Facebook group too, not just mine, but like the others, because these are inspiring stories that when I see how other people got into it, I'm like, oh, that is so cool. Who knew?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, Daniel, thank you for taking the time out of your day today.
I appreciate you very much.
Yeah, of course. And thank you for watching again. You can watch these on signshop.com or YouTube. And we appreciate it as always. Stay tuned and see what we're doing next with our next August issue coming out pretty soon.